stands. This really is the place to be. This is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Gravenberg. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Van de Ven tries to clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Isak. Frimpong. Great defending, strong and determined. Gravenberg. Colomboani. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Kudus. And it's Udogi. Kudus. Kerkez is there, and he can get that clear. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Kudus. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Frimpong. Isak. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Colomboani. Konate with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. It's a loose ball. Mohamed Salah. Palhinha does really well to win the ball there. Johnson. Johnson! Now who's going to be first to this? And back to the keeper they go. Gravenberg. Kerkez. That's a good run down the left. Gomez. Konate. Gakpo. Frimpong, gently done. Searching pass he's played there. Well read. And the danger is averted. Udogi. Danso. Udogi. Danso. Romero. Played out to the right. Johnson. That has found him in acres of space. Chance to play it in. Pedro Porro puts them all in. It's well blocked and back out it comes. Oh, good ball. Shoots! Decent enough try.
Udogi certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Gravenberg. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Porro. Thinks about the shot. Out to the right. Can he deliver? João Palhinha. Kudus! Van Dijk. Gomez. Brennan Johnson. Johnson making good progress on the right-hand side. Colomwani on the finish! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Kudus. Romero. Bissouma. Kudus. Bissouma. It's Porro. Johnson. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ball's gone out of play. And here's Colomwani. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. João Palhinha. Danso. Udogi. Kudus. Pedro Porro. That's very neat. Bissouma. And here's Colomwani. Oh, that's a... Kudus! Frimpong. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Konate forwards and with intent. And it's Kirkes. Gakpo. Moved on forwards. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Danso with the clearance. Out for a throw. There's the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
This was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Romero. Van de Ven. Van de Ven shifted upfield. João Palhinha. And here's Colomwani. Gakpo. Gomez. Konate. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk. McAllister. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Van de Ven. Romero, and it's played forward. Pedro Porro. Thinks one through. Colomwani looking to get on the end of this. That's an excellent interception. It's your doggy. Bissouma delicately. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Aim forwards. Salah. Now it's Isak. Udogi. Danso. Van de Ven. Danso. Udogi. Looks to the other side. Kerkez, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Gravenberg. Kerkez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Frimpong. McAllister. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. And here's Gakpo, takes the shot! Kudus. Bissouma. Moved on forwards. Colomwani played out towards the right wing. Well timed, excellent interception. Cleared without complication. And here's Johnson. Oh, nice touch. The cross. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Pedro Porro clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Danso. Van de Ven. Van de Ven forwards and with intent. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Back into the middle. And it's Udogi. Kudus made out to the left flank. João Palhinha. Thumps it clear. Bissouma, probing pass. Can he finish? It's there! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So, a breakthrough already. Kirkesh. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Kudus. Udogi. Danso. Romero. Pedro Porro. Romero. Johnson. Oh, good spread. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro. That's tidy. And here's Johnson. And he welcomes it in. Colomwani!
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gakpo. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Frimpong. Salah. Applies the finish! That tested the keeper.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined. Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Pedro Porro. Oh, easy pickings there. Frimpong. And it's Salah. And here's Isak! That comes as a mighty relief. Van de Ven. João Palhinha. Kudus. Udogi. Bissouma. Johnson. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Udogi. Johnson. Gravenberg does well to get it back. Udogi played with finesse. Gakpo. Gravenberg. McAllister. And it's Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. And that has been cleared. Gravenberg. Konate. Frimpong. In with the challenge. And He has been fouled there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's had a shot! Looking for support. He is just caressing the ball. Itogi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Colomwani. Kudus. Spread out to the left. In into the middle. That has been knocked clear. McAllister. Kirkes. McAllister. Frimpong. And here's Mohamed Salah. That's surely a foul, free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And he's going direct. Climbs up big! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Bissouma. João Palhinha. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Great defending, strong and determined. Frimpong. And it's Kirkes. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. McAllister. Kudus wins the duel this time. Kudus did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Van der Ven, gently done. João Palhinha. And here's Colomwani. It's made its way to him. Gakpo. Isak. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kudus. And here's Johnson. Kudus. And it's played forward. McAllister. Gakpo. Frimpong. Caresses it through. Gravenberg. McAllister. Gakpo. And it's Kirkes. McAllister. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. It's
Mohamed Salah really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Danso. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Johnson. He's in a good position here. Udogi. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. That's good play. Bissouma. Now it's Bissouma. Gakpo gets it clear. Isaac. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Out to the left it goes. And it's Kirkes. Defending was strong and firm. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Romero. And he goes cross-field. Udogi chasing after it. João Palhinha. Palhinha. Now he's got space here. And that has been cleared. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Rather wayward, incredible. He had all the time in the world to kick his spot as well.
A cross-field, changing the point of attack. João Palhinha.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And here's Kudus. Colomwani. Konate getting this one clear. Van der Beek. Romero, played towards the other side, and it's Udogi. Very nicely done. And here's Kudus, and here's Colomwani. Shot a goal! Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Lovely feet. Nice interception, well timed. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Palhinha wins the duel this time. Gravenberg shifted upfield. Gakpo. Kirkes. Danso with the clearance. Van der Beek. That's really well manoeuvred. João Palhinha. McAllister producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Konate. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Now it's Isak. Gravenberg. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Palinia. Udogi. Bissouma has created one goal already. And it's Udogi. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kudus. Frimpong cuts it out. Bissouma did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Kolo Muani. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's Kerkez. Kerkez. Hangs in a cross. Oh, smashing header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Romero. Bissouma. It's a good run down the right. Oh, sweet feet. Johnson. Bissouma. Good chance here. Cleared away. Great defending, strong and determined. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Kerkez. Bissouma gets over and intercepts. And it's Udogi. Frimpong defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well. And he shoots! Gomez. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Kerkez. McAllister. Gomez. Gomez chooses to go cross-field. And here's Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Gakpo. McAllister. Kerkez. McAllister. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Lovely bit of skill. Defending of the desperate variety. Gakpo! And he's there to get it away. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Johnson. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Johnson. Bissouma. Udogi. Danso head over towards the opposite flank. Brennan Johnson. Gakpo. McAllister. Frimpong shifted upfield. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Romero. Moved on forwards. Bissouma. And here's Colomwani. It's run loose here. And here's Kudus. Mohamed Salah. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Gomez. Kerkez. Gravenberg. McAllister. And it's Salah. Looking here to chip it through. Kerkez. Oh, it's played into the area. And the shot! It's really well cleared. That is lovely. McAllister. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Showing good feet. Van der Ven gets good distance on it. That's the throw. Oh, that's nice. So who's he picking out? Big chance! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Kudus. Oh, that's neat. And here's Kudus. Tries a shot! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Gakpo. Gakpo. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Frimpong. A heavy challenge, and it's played forward. Bissouma. Udogi. Gakpo. Kirkes. McAllister. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. That's a delicate pass. That'll be a throw. And it's Kirkes. Tries to... and the shot! Ah, it was a decent attempt at the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Bissouma. Kudus. Mohamed Salah does really well to win the ball there. McAllister. Kirkes. Kirkes looking for options. Good work on the right flank here. And it's Kudus. Udogi. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Kudus. Nice control. Nice physical challenge. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Kirkes. Kirkes. Gakpo. McAllister. Gravenberg. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. McAllister. And it's Kirkes. Kirkes going full tilt down the left. Played into the middle. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Kudus. João Palhinha. Kudus. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, nice touch. Delivered with swing. Gets it away. McAllister. Kirkes. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Van Dijk. McAllister. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Played back in. It's Salah!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Danso. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Kudus. Mohamed Salah. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. And it's Salah. That is a great pick out. Isak. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Played towards the other side. Pedro Porro. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Could so easily have been different. It's a mighty effort! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Palhinha. Danso chooses to go cross-field. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. McAllister. Colomwani. And it's Kudus. And the ball's come loose here. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Forwards. Van de Ven. Palhinha. Kudus. And here's Johnson. And here's Colomwani. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. And Dyke looks to the other side. Kerkez. Bissouma. Van de Ven. Udogi. Danso. Palhinha. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. And here's Colomwani. Played out to the right. Oh, that's nice. Now then, the ball's come loose. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Gomez. Gakpo. Gakpo. Laid in with purpose. Oh, shooting chance! Interception! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Oh, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Udogi. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. On the volley! No, not this time.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. Salah. Ooh, delicate chip through. Kerkesh. He's got away. It's a great ball. Johnson. Romero. Pedro Porro. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Bissouma. Johnson, Alinia forwards and with intent. Udogi going full steam ahead down the left flank. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. McAllister. Van Dijk. Kerkez. Gomez. Kerkez. Gomez, gently done. McAllister, out to the right. And here's Isak. Over to the left. Cross needs to be good. Yep, it's a corner. That is lovely.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
And it's played forward. Bissouma. Bissouma tries to thread one through. Oh, sweet feet. Brennan Johnson. Gakpo. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now it's Isak. And it's Kerkez. Isak looking to run onto it. Pedro Porro. Danso shifted upfield. That's really well manoeuvred. João Palhinha. Udogi. Kudus. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Kudus. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Udogi. And a chance! They've played it short. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, this is a great position. Kudus. That is a little undercut. Gakpo. Gomez. Kirkes. Gakpo, McAllister, Frimpong. Now it's Isak. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, he's overshot the green. McAllister. Gakpo. McAllister. Van Dijk, and he goes cross-field. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Gakpo. And it's Kirkes. Van der Ven. There's the shot! Udogi. Now it's Kudus. Udogi. Pedro Porro. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gomez. Gravenberg. Here's Gakpo, and it's Kirkes. And here's Isak. Danso tries to clear. And here's McAllister. It's a threatening ball. Isak. Can he finish? Kudus. Danso. João Palhinha. Salah. Palhinha wins the duel this time. Udogi. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro carries the ball down the right. That's going to go a long way. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro, and that's aimed into the middle. McAllister. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Konate. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gakpo. Picks it up out wide. Kerkez could try cutting inside here. Gakpo opts to play it. Shapes to shoot!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Danso. Van der Ven. Aim forwards. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Gomez gets rid without sophistication. And it's Bissouma. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Pedro Porro goes short. João Palhinha. Danger averted for now. Bissouma. 5 minutes till the break. Udogi. João Palhinha. Udogi. And here's Colomwani. Colomwani has been called there, it's a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Johnson! Oh, it's come loose. Kerkez. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Kerkez. That's tidy. Mohamed Salah! Oh, nearly, but really is nothing.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. And it's Kudus. Udogi chips it through. Moved on forwards. Mohamed Salah. Isak. Kerkesh. He decides to cross it. And the keeper beats it away. Udogi. Danso. João Palhinha. Kudus. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. McAllister producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Kerkesh, it's lofted through here. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Udogi. Udogi goes on a charge down the left. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Kudus. Palhinha forwards and with intent. Kerkez. Konate. McAllister. Gakpo. Salah. Knocks it out wide. Gakpo, it's anyone's ball now. Udogi. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Brennan Johnson. And here's Colomwani. Oh, that's neat. And here's Colomwani. McAllister. Simple. Great defending, strong and determined. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Kudus does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Colomwani. Konate does really well to win the ball there. Kerkez. Gakpo. McAllister. Gakpo. Now it's Colomwani. Romero. João Palhinha. Kudus. And it's Udogi. Proves too strong. Play for a throw. Udogi. And claimed it back swiftly. Bissouma, Brennan Johnson. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Udogi. Showing good feet. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Udogi. To stoppage time, whistle due any moment. João Palhinha. Udogi. Ah, such a clever touch. Van Dijk. Frimpong. And it's Salah. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Changes him with that pass. Throw in. Kudus. Gravenberg wins the duel this time. Salah. Oh, this is a very... It's Salah! Romero. Pedro Porro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. McAllister, and it's Salah. Salah, real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Johnson. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gravenberg. Gomez. Kerkez. Pedro Porro does really well to win the ball there. Gakpo tries looking up for options on the left. Flashes it across. Van de Beek. Pedro Porro. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Bissouma. Johnson. João Palhinha. Kudus. Looking for a decent ball in. He won't reach that. He's on it. Isaac! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Isaac demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Brennan Johnson. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Johnson. And it's Porro. Kerkez wins the duel this time. Gomez. Kerkez. Gomez. McAllister. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Gomez. Moved on forwards. Kerkez. Gomez. Van Dijk. McAllister. Salah. opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Udogi. And it's Joao Palhinha. And here's Colomwani. Kudus. Oh, good take in a good area. Cross goes in there. Kerkesh clears it away. That has been knocked clear. Colomwani's cross.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Mohamed Salah. Great. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. The protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Udogi attempts a clearance. And he's heaved it away. Konate. McAllister. Salah. Udogi. Joao Palhinha. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. Johnson laid out towards the right wing. Udogi, and he's gone back. Colomwani! Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Kudus. Kudus's cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Performance! They are in complete charge! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Isak. Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! He's there to clear it. Kirkes. Lobbed in behind. Mohamed Salah. It'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And it's McAllister. Mohamed Salah! Keeper always had the better of that.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Danso. Van der Beek. That's really well manoeuvred. McAllister. Salah. Gakpo. Kirkes. Succumbs to the pressure. Gomez. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Isak. Udogi. Kudus. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Made into space out wide. Frimpong cuts out the pass. Clearly not happy with that. Udogi. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Johnson! And they've caught Reed. Now then, the ball's come loose. Brennan Johnson. Oh, good spread. And that has been cleared. Ball is over the line. Very nicely done. And here's Colomboani. Colomboani is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Johnson! Oh, the ball's come loose here. The doggy, it's lofted through here. Kirkes. Good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Kirkes. Gakpo. McAllister. Gakpo. Pretty loose pass. Udogi. Bissouma. Brennan Johnson. And here's Colomboani. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Johnson! Tries to get it clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kirkes. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. McAllister. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Konate. Frimpong is onto it in a flash. Konate. Mohamed Salah. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Konate. Gomez. Gravenberg. McAllister. Van Dijk. Van Dijk gently done. Gravenberg. Konate shifted upfield. And it's Kirkes. Gakpo. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah gently done. Danso. João Palhinha. Romero, aim forwards. The most accurate pass. Mohamed Salah. Gomez. Kirkes. Gravenberg. McAllister. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Van Dijk. McAllister. Gravenberg. And it's played forward. Isak. And he's lost his man. Goes down, but nothing given. Kudus. Danso. Jogging. Danso. Jogging. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Van Dijk. Frimpong. McAllister. Isak being hunted in packs.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made the decision to get tighter.
Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. He knows what's coming. A second yellow, and he's off. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Romero over towards the opposite flank. Bissouma. Udogie forwards and with intent. Kudus. Now who's going to be first to this? Udogie. And here's Colomboani. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Plenty waiting in the middle. That's good play. This looks promising. Johnson. Is the shot on? And the shot! That is faded wide. Kirkes. Konate. That's really well manoeuvred. The pass has gone astray. Pedro Porro picks it up now. There's the header! It wasn't a great header in the end. Gomez. Kirkes. Gomez. Gravenberg. Frimpong. McAllister. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah out to the right. And the shot's inside! He's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted. The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection.
Played out to the right. Danso. Looks to the other side. That's a throw. And it's Kirkes. Gakpo. Lovely feet. Time to deliver. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Kolo Muani. Reclaimed it in a trice. Who's he going to play in? Johnson. Oh, good spread. Kudus. Best in the keeper.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Van Dijk. McAllister. Konate, aim forwards. Danso. Kudus does really well to win the ball there. Bissouma. Romero, right towards the other side. Udogi. Danso. Udogi. McAllister. Salah. Now it's Isak. A chance to play it in. Frimpong crosses it in. He can get that clear. That's been won straight back. That is good defending. It's been repelled. distance on that. And here's Johnson. That's very neat. And here's Johnson. Johnson. That's a... and he shoots! Cleared away. And it's Udogi. Isaac. Kudus. Bissouma. Kudus. Played out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Udogi has got himself a free kick. Oh, that's a booking, always looked in. Might be danger here. Kudus! And that's wide. Frimpong. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah. Great challenge, time to perfection. Isak. And that was very necessary. Bissouma played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Gakpo, and here's Isak. Isak laid out to the left flank. That has been knocked clear. Brennan Johnson. He has found the way through. John Chance! A terrific save.
I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Konate attempts a clearance. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Out to the right, aimed in towards the centre. Kirkes. Gomez. Kirkes. Konate shifted upfield. Gravenberg wins the duel this time. Gakpo. And it's Frimpong. And here's Mohamed Salah. Can he latch on to this? Mohamed's great chance! It's best to keep it in play here. Oh, almost a sixth!
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Danso. Udogu. Danso chooses to go cross-field. Bissouma. Danso. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Frimpong. He's looking unstoppable. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Frimpong, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
And it's Frimpong. That's a nicely weighted pass. Romero. Van de Ven. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Van de Ven. Johnson. Kudus. Laid out towards the right wing. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Bissouma. Kudus. Goes for the shot! No, it's wide.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Kerkez. Gakpo. Now it's Isak. Frimpong. And here's Mohamed Salah. Frimpong, up he goes! No, he can't turn it in. Moved on forwards. Bissouma gently down. Isak. Mohamed Salah. Oh, nice touch. It's Salah! Danso. Van de Ven. Van de Ven shifted upfield. Kolomwani, oh, good spread. Oh, that's nice. Mamadashvili claims comfortable. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Now, this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Danso. And it's Kudus. Isak. Mohamed Salah. Spread out to the left. Kerkez. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Kolomuani. Udogi. Danso. Aim forwards. Kudus. Romero. Pedro Porro. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Romero. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Van de Ven. Moved on forwards. Gakpo. That's really well manoeuvred. Gakpo. Out to the left it goes. Here's Gakpo. Great defending, strong and determined. And there's the shot! Oh, denied at the last.
It's only a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Pedro Porro. Bissouma, forwards and with intent. Oh, they could be caught out here. Played out to the right. And it's Bissouma. And it's played forward. Isaac. Gomez. Konate. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. Bissouma does really well to win the ball there. Frimpong. Can he get onto this? Van de Ven clears it away. And it's going to be another corner. Oh, what a climb! And that has flown over. Romero, right over towards the opposite flank. Decent progress down the left. Doggy. That's really well manoeuvred. Van Dijk forwards and with intent. Kerkez. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gomez. Gravenberg. That'll be a throw-in. Gakpo. Kerkez. Gomez. Gravenberg. Konate. Moved on forwards. Gravenberg. Pedro Porro, gently done. Will play through for the wide man. Gravenberg wins the duel this time. Gakpo. Kerkez shifted upfield. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Mamadashvili, long ball by the goalkeeper. Romero. Bissouma. Over to the left. Udogi. Johnson. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Van Dijk. Gomez. Gravenberg. And here's Colomwani. Johnson! And that is a routine catch.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Pedro Porro. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Van Dijk. Aim forwards. McAllister shifted upfield. Gakpo. And it's Kirkes. Gakpo on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a 3rd.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Pedro Porro. Kudus. And here's Johnson. McAllister. Konate. Udogi. And it's Kudus. Kudus laid out to the left flank. He's still got it, needs help. It is a corner. Gakpo with the clearance. Across it goes. That has been knocked clear. Looking for a decent ball in. And he thumps it clear. Danso. Kudus. Kirkes. Gakpo. And it's played forward. And it's Salah. Oh, a delicate chip through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. McAllister. Konate. Gomez. Played towards the other side. Frimpong chasing after it. Salah. It's run loose here. Danso. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Udogi. Danso. What a throw in. McAllister. McAllister tries making a foray down the right. Decent chance! It's a loose ball. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Salah. And here's Isak. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, super find. Goes for a shot! And scored! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
It's become a case of men against boys. Kudus. Johnson. Spread out to the left. And that's a throw. McAllister. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Kirkes. Gakpo. Now this could be a chance. Isak! And he's missed it. Moved on forwards. Udogi. Clipped into space. There will be a throw-in. McAllister, forwards and with intent. Now it's Gakpo. Always onto this. Oh, just skips past his man. Isak! Deftly away. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Really don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we... It's Salah! Can he stop it going out? He can get that clear. And it's hoisted clear. Danso. Danso, he's on a run down the left wing. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. And here's Kolomwani. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Isak. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Gomez. McAllister. Gravenberg. Kirkes. Gakpo. Pedro Porro does really well there, strong defending. Romero. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. Get a throw in. Gomez. Gravenberg. Konate. That's really well manoeuvred. Frimpong. McAllister. Now it's Isak. Van de Ven getting this one clear. And here's Gakpo. And it's Kerkez. Gravenberg. McAllister. Frimpong. Steaming on goalwards. Gakpo! Oh, it's come loose. Pedro Porro. Bissouma, gently done. And that is as far as they're going to go. Salah. Mohamed Salah is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Kolo Muani. Out to the left it goes. Oh, sweet feet. Tries a deft little ball. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Gakpo. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Kerkez. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Frimpong forwards and with intent. Kudus. And he cuts out the supply. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Gomez, aim forwards. Kerkez. Oh, that's a nice ball. Oh, chance, surely! It's gone out for a throw-in. Mohamed Salah. And it's McAllister. Is there any support? He might not need it. Kolo Muani. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Kudus. And here's Kolo Muani. Moved on forwards. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Isak. McAllister. Out to the right. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gakpo. Chance for a shot! Oh, impressive strike.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Steps in, and that's the... Isak! And he's steered it beyond the post. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Kudus. Kolibwari. Bissouma. Played out to the right. That's a little off target. Van Dijk. Kerkez. Gomez. Konate, that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Isak. Frimpong looking to hit the byline here. That's very neat. Gakpo. Danger averted for now. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Ploughing through the middle. Danso shifted upfield. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Johnson. And it's Udogi. He's well positioned here. That's a throw. Bissouma. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And it's Kudus. Udogi. Now, can he find a finish? Cleared away. And that is out of play. Over to the left. Brennan Johnson. And he's there to get it away. Gakpo, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. McAllister. And it's played forward. And here's Mohamed Salah. Kudus. Danso. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Danso. Udogi. And it's Kudus. Now it's Isak. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Kerkez. He's taking on the lot of them. Foot in. Kerkez with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Bissouma. Johnson. Mohamed Salah did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Gomez shifted upfield. And it's Salah. He'll try to keep this alive. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Kolo Muani. And here's Kudus. And here's Kudus.
Kudus really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
McAllister aim forwards. Van der Ven tries to clear. And it's played in. Wants to keep his ball. Van der Ven. Bissouma. Danso. Looks to the other side. Oh, can he get onto this? Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Muscular approach does pay off here. McAllister. Gakpo. Gakpo laid out to the left flank. And here's Isak. Isak. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Moved on forwards. Johnson. And it's Porro. And here's Kolo Muani. Johnson, delicate ball, and it needs to be. It's gone for a throw-in. Oh, that's neat. Bissouma. Mohamed Salah does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Gakpo. Great work on the overlap. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's McAllister. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bissouma. And here's Isak. Salah. Frimpong tries to dink it through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bissouma. Johnson. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Gomez. Just 5 minutes left. Frimpong gently done. And it's Salah. Now it's Isak. Isak played out towards the right wing. Oh, it's come loose. Mohamed Salah. Purring through the gears. Udogi. Danso forwards and with intent. Gomez. Kirkes. Konate. McAllister. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Johnson. Bissouma. That's really well manoeuvred. Van de Ven. Salah. Pedro Porro. Dealt with nicely by the defence. It's Johnson, and it's Kudus. Udogi. Kudus. That's an imaginative pass. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Gravenberg, gently done. Gakpo. Salah. And here's Isak. It's Salah! The referee's awarded a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's gone for goal! And the ball's come loose here. Gravenberg, too strong for his opponent there. And it's Salah. And here's Isak. Isak, oh, good spread. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Johnson. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That was very necessary. Udogi. There won't be another chance after this one. Mamadashvili gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Konate. Kirkes. Gravenberg. Salah. Tries a measured ball. He's having a shot! Frimpong crosses it in. Now it's Isak. So who's he picking out? And he's had a shot! And he'll shoot here! How many? Just how many? The golf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority in this.
Van der Ven. Udogi. Referee's given a throw. Udogi. Caresses it through. Can he deliver? Kudus. Ah, such a clever touch. Van Dijk shifted upfield. Kudus wins the duel this time. Johnson. Now then, the ball's come loose. Isak. Gakpo. Kerkez. Strong running down that left flank. Cleared without complication. Frimpong. McAllister. Gravenberg. And here's Isak. It's a throw-in. Kudus. Udogi. Danso. Udogi. Danso. And it's Udogi. Well, this is surely their last chance. That is lovely. Colomwani. He scored! Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Kerkez. Gravenberg. Frimpong. Frimpong hurtling down that right flank. And they've got a throw. Frimpong. Now here's the delivery. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's Salah. Gravenberg. McAllister. Frimpong. Now it's Isak. Isak! And he's kept it out, that's a great save. Pedro Porro looking to hit the byline here. Johnson. Crossed in again. Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk. Konate. McAllister. Bissouma. Great defending, strong and determined. McAllister. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Konate. McAllister. Kirkes. Gakpo. And here's Gakpo. And the shot! And that has faded wide. Bissouma moved on forwards. Romero. Pedro Porro. It's a good run down the right. Brennan Johnson. He's found the way through. Gakpo. Kirkes. Gravenberg. Gomez. Kirkes. Kirkes goes on a charge down the left. Bissouma wins the duel this time. Proves too strong. Gakpo. Lovely. Isak with a shot! McAllister plays it short. Very nicely done. Mohamed Salah. Oh, it's played into the area. That's going to go a long way. Gomez. Van Dijk. Frimpong. And it's Salah. Oh, shooting chance! Udogi. That's really well cleared. McAllister. Salah. Gakpo. Gakpo! It's anyone's ball now. Kudus. Danso. Van Dijk. McAllister. Van Dijk aim forwards. Gravenberg. Gomez. Gakpo. Pedro Porro gets a foot in here. Real chance! Oh, terrific save. That has been knocked clear. And it's Gravenberg. And here's Isak. And here's Graven, takes a shot! Romero, Bissouma, Pedro Porro. Bissouma, Udogi. Lovely feet. And here's Kudus, and here's Colomboan. Chance! It's there! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Still trying to make a game of this.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Kerkez. Gakpo. Kerkez. Gakpo. And here's Isak. Isak! And the keeper's well positioned. And here's Isak. That's the keeper's ball. Romero. Bissouma. And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From those players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, I think the manager can take a great deal of satisfaction with this win. It was a